After the great success Megaman 2 was, Capcom had a very promising franchise on their hands and they weren't about to let it go to waste. This is where Megaman 3 comes in. I've already given the whole spiel about how revolutionary and great the first two games were, so go check out those videos if you haven't already. Needless to say, the third entry in the franchise had massive shoes to fill, so let's take a look at the game and see if it accomplished that. I can't go any further with this review without talking about the development cycle of this game. In my reviews, I usually stray away from talking about the development cycles of games because, well, who the fuck cares? But this is one of those times where it can't be ignored because to get a basic understanding of why this game is the way it is, you need to know the development history. To keep it short, there were three major changes during and before the creation of Mega Man 3. The creator of Mega Man left Capcom, the composer of Mega Man 2 left Capcom, and midway through development, the director of Mega Man 3 left. This very obviously caused a lot of chaos during the development of Mega Man 3. Luckily, we have resident cuntbag Keiji Inafune to take over. Without going into specifics, even with Inafune at the helm, shit still kind of hit the fan and Mega Man 3 went on to be released in a sort of unfinished state. So when I criticise this game, you're going to have to take into consideration the fact that I'm criticising a game with very little polish and that was kind of rushed out in only a few months, I believe.
We're 3 games deep at this point, so going over the story of classic Mega Man games feels kinda redundant. So from this point on, when reviewing classic series games, I won't really be touching on the story too much unless I feel it's necessary. This time it was something about Wily and Light working together on a peacekeeping robot or some shit. Oh, I wonder how that went.
But that aside, when I started the game I realised something. It's hard. Like really hard.
This game is arguably harder than Mega Man 1 in a sense, and unfortunately suffers from some of the same problems as the first game, albeit in a different capacity. Now, bullshit deaths and enemy placement aren't nearly as present or apparent in this game as they were in the original Mega Man, but you will occasionally find moments where the game puts you through the ringer, and some of this is achieved with a certain level of BS. But fear not, because it's nowhere near the level of Mega Man 1, but with some of the level design and enemy placement, it does feel like they got some of the worst parts of Mega Man 1 and the best parts of Mega Man 2 and kinda tried to make them coexist.
So it's safe to say if you thought Mega Man 2 is a little too easy, this game will be a little more your speed. But that aside, did the game introduce anything new?
Well, something I forgot to mention in the last review was these special items that help Mega Man traverse the levels and tackle platforming challenges in a bunch of different ways. With names like Item 1, 2 and 3, I'm not surprised I didn't remember them. Regardless, in this game, those special items are replaced with something even better. Rush, Mega Man's robot dog companion, which just happens to be named after the greatest band of all fucking time.
Monday warrior, mean strategist, I'm sorry, mean pride.
Rush is miles better than the items from the previous games. He has 3 modes, or forms if you will. The Rush Marine for traversing water, the Rush Coil which basically acts as a super jump, and the Rush Jet which basically makes most platforming challenges in the game look pathetic. Another new addition is a slide maneuver. This adds a whole new dimension to Mega Man's platforming. While it may not seem like a huge addition, it spices up certain gameplay segments because knowing when and where to use it can greatly benefit you. For example, if you're taking on enemies and bosses, the slide can be the difference between you being taken out in a few hits or destroying the boss without a scratch.
Speaking of the bosses, here's where a complaint of mine comes in. This game has its own bosses and they're cool, you know, they're fine, they're fairly inoffensive to me. Some people are kind of divided on them, but I don't really mind them, I kind of like them. Those bosses and robot masters aren't a problem to me. The problem to me is Doc Robot.
Now for those of you who don't know, once you beat the 8 robot masters in this game, you have to replay 4 of the levels with slight adjustments and then fight Doc Robot, a robot who uses the weapons of the robot masters of Mega Man 2. You're forced to fight Doc Robot twice per stage, and it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's not exactly tons of fun either.
It serves as a decent challenge, but it can feel like padding. But going back to what I was saying earlier about the development cycle, I think you can kind of guess why they included this in this game.
With all that being said, there's not much else to say. The level design is good, probably on par with the last game, maybe a little worse in points, but not horrible. Same goes for the music and the graphics, they're about the same. Also, although sprite flicker was present in Mega Man 1 and 2, it wasn't too bad. But in this game, it makes a game chug, and I mean, like, really chug. At times it makes a game borderline unplayable for some. Oh wait, how could I forget Breakman? Or should I say Proto Man? Pro-Man is an odd character. He's basically a reoccurring mini-boss throughout the game. He's pretty pathetic and saves Megaman from death at the end of the game, and then is revealed to be Megaman's brother.
Which is cool, I guess. With all of that out of the way, I'd say Mega Man 3 didn't really leave much of an impact on me, at least not as much as the first couple of games, and I don't know if I'd really recommend it as a first Mega Man game. Maybe if you played 1 or 2 first, I'd recommend it as a second. I don't know if I'd really recommend it at all, but if you're a Mega Man fan and you've already played one of them, maybe this could be a good second one if you're looking for more of a challenge, if the one you played was easy, but I don't know. Anyway guys, I've been XYZCruncher. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, share, comment, do all of that good shit. It just helps me get that one step closer to being able to do this as a job, which is ultimately what I want. I'm kind of sort of hoping for a 1K at the end of the year, although it might be a bit of a tall order. I am working on the review. The winner of the poll was Jack and Daxter, so get ready for that review. I'm not sure if I posted it on my Instagram or my Twitter or anything yet. But yeah, the poll was over a while ago, and I think it slipped my mind, I'm sorry. But Jack and Daxter won the poll, so the Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy is going to be the next review. Although, depending on how things go, Animal Crossing New Horizons might be first, because that game is on the horizon very soon. Like, it's coming out very soon, and I want to get to that game as soon as possible. Because it's been a long time coming. The amount of rants I've made about it, the amount I've spewed about Animal Crossing on this channel, I need to get to that first. So Jack and Daxter might be delayed a bit, but I am going to be chipping away at that review while I'm doing the New Horizons review, if New Horizons does come first. So yeah, keep that in mind. Also, I've kind of been shaky on the schedule a little bit, but I'm getting back into the groove of things. You guys might have to be patient, but I'm going to try and get more reviews out this year rather than rants and other types of videos. Maybe just some extra videos for a bit of, just to fill in the time. But for the most part, I'm going to be focusing on reviews this year. This has been a really long outro. I'm sorry for keeping you this long. But yeah, I've been considering opening up a Patreon, but I don't think there's enough people to support that. So if you would be interested in supporting me on a Patreon, let me know. I'm not sure what rewards I'd give out. But yeah. I think that's about it. I've been XYZCruncher. Stay cool, stay safe, stay crunchy. Follow me on Facebook and Facebook and Twitter. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I always forget to say that, but yeah, I've been XYZCruncher. Stay cool, stay safe, stay crunchy, and I'm out. Peace.